My wealthy parents insist I skip college to work on the family farm. Hey Reddit, I'm in a bit of a dilemma and could really use some advice. Here's the situation. I'm 18 years old and just graduated from high school. I've been accepted into a few really good colleges, and I'm beyond excited to start this new chapter of my life. Ever since I was a kid, I've dreamed of going to college, experiencing life in a different city, and pursuing a career in something I'm passionate about. The problem is my parents. They own a large, successful farm that has been in our family for generations. They're quite wealthy and can easily afford my college education. Despite this, they are adamant that I stay home and work on the farm instead of going to college. They believe that working on the farm is the best path for me and that I don't need a college education to be successful. For as long as I can remember, my parents have assumed that I would take over the farm one day. They never really asked me if that's what I wanted. It was just expected. I've worked on the farm every summer and after school since I was old enough to help out. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the value of hard work and the skills I've learned, but farming just isn't my passion. I want to study computer science and maybe work in tech someday. When I brought up the topic of college to my parents, they were less than thrilled. They argued that I would be wasting my time and money when I have a guaranteed future working on the farm. They pointed out that the farm provides a stable income and that I would be foolish to walk away from it. They also mentioned how hard they've worked to build the farm up to what it is today, and how they're counting on me to keep it going. I understand where they're coming from, but I feel like they're not considering my dreams and aspirations. I've tried explaining to them that college is important to me and that I want to explore other career opportunities, but they keep shutting me down. They've even gone as far as to suggest that if I leave for college, they won't support me financially. This is despite the fact that they have more than enough money to help me out without it affecting their lifestyle. I'm at a loss. On one hand, I don't want to disappoint my parents or create a rift in our relationship. On the other hand, I feel like I'll be giving up on my dreams if I stay. I've worked hard to get into these colleges, and I believe that a college education will open up so many doors for me. I don't want to look back in a few years and regret not taking this opportunity. I guess what I'm asking for is advice on how to handle this situation. Has anyone else been in a similar position? How did you navigate the expectations of your family while pursuing your own goals? Any tips on how to have a productive conversation with my parents about this? I really want to find a solution that works for all of us. Thanks in advance for any help or insight you can provide. Update 1. Hey everyone, I wanted to give you all an update and thank you for your advice and support. I read through all your comments and took a lot of your suggestions to heart. Here's what happened after reading your advice. I decided to have another serious conversation with my parents. This time, I approached it differently. Instead of just talking about my dreams, I also listened to their concerns and tried to find a middle ground. I explained how much college means to me and how I believe it will benefit not just me, but potentially the farm as well, with the skills I would acquire. It wasn't easy. They were still very resistant, and we had a few heated discussions. At one point, my dad even threatened to cut me off completely if I left. That was really tough to hear, but I stood my ground. I showed them the scholarship offers I had received and the part-time job I had lined up to help cover some expenses. I also reassured them that I wasn't abandoning the family. I was just following my own path for now. Eventually, we came to a compromise. They agreed to support me for the first year of college, with the understanding that I would come back to the farm during the summers to help out. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a start. I think they're slowly starting to see that this is important to me and that I'm not just being rebellious. There have been some inconveniences along the way. My parents are still adjusting to the idea, and there's a bit of tension at home. I've also had to take on more responsibilities than I anticipated, balancing my part-time job, scholarship applications, and preparing for college. But despite all that, I'm thrilled to say that I will be starting college this fall. Thank you all so much for your support and advice. It made a huge difference and gave me the courage to stand up for my dreams. I'll keep you posted on how things go, but for now, I'm just grateful for this opportunity. Final update. Hey everyone, I wanted to share a final update with you all. Things have taken a positive turn, and I'm really happy with how everything has worked out. After my last update, I continued to work hard and showed my parents how dedicated I was to balancing my part-time job, scholarship applications, and preparing for college. I think they started to see how serious I was about this path and that I wasn't just rebelling against their wishes. A few weeks ago, we had another heart-to-heart conversation. This time, it felt different. My parents were more open and willing to listen. They admitted that their initial reaction was out of fear and a strong desire to keep the family farm tradition alive. They apologized for not considering my dreams and aspirations. We talked about the future and how my college education could bring new skills and perspectives that might even benefit the farm. They expressed how proud they were of me for standing up for what I believe in and for being responsible enough to handle everything on my own. To my surprise, they said they would support me fully, not just for the first year, but for my entire college journey. They realized that helping me achieve my dreams was more important than their fears of losing me to a different career path. Since then, things have settled down at home. The tension has eased, and we've found a new sense of understanding and respect for each other. I'm grateful for their support and excited about starting college this fall with their blessing. Thank you all for your advice and encouragement. It gave me the strength to navigate this challenging situation and find a resolution that works for everyone. I'll be starting my journey in computer science soon, and I couldn't be more excited. Like and subscribe for more stories.